William Mayhew from the class of 1963 is being honored for service to his country. His military career in both the reserves and active duty spanned over 30 years. Bill entered the U.S. Army in 1966, completing basic training in AIT prior to attending Officer Candidate School, where he received a commission in the infantry. He attended jump school and was assigned to the 82nd Airborne Division, 3rd Brigade, and in 1968 was deployed to Vietnam. He did 2 tours in Vietnam prior to being assigned as an instructor at the U.S. Army Infantry Center at Fort Benning, Georgia. In 1970, he took a reserve commission to finish his undergraduate degree at Ohio State and served as a Medical Service Corps officer. Upon graduating from dental school, Dr. Mayhew returned to active duty. Bill completed a comprehensive dentistry residency program at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and was deployed on 2 unaccompanied tours to South Korea. First in 1987, where he served as the 2nd Infantry Division dental surgeon, and again in 2001 when he served as officer in charge for Camp Humphreys and was the Southern Region dental commander. He deployed to Honduras during Hurricane Mitch in 1998 and Afghanistan in 2003 with the 48th Combat Support Hospital. His final deployment was to Iraq in 2005, where he supported the 1st Cavalry Division. From 1993 to 97, Bill was the forensic odontologist for the POW MIA recovery mission with the Central Identification Laboratory, Hawaii. During that time, he also served as the forensic odontologist for the Medical Examiner's Office, Honolulu, Hawaii. He made 13 trips to Hanoi for preliminary reviews of recovered remains prior to escorting them back to the States for identification. He rigorously pursued every piece of dental information to identify our fallen servicemen. He was OIC at various Army base clinics. Upon retirement from the Army in 2007, he accepted a position with the Department of Navy and provided dental services to Navy personnel until he retired from federal service in 2013. Bill retired with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. As was mentioned in his nomination form, Bill's military awards of over 30 medals reflects his distinguished service to our country, but it's what they stand for that tells the real story. With the start of Desert Storm, Desert Shield, working nights and weekends, he led the effort to process over 5,000 personnel for deployment. Because of the fatal crash at Gander in which 248 servicemen died, Dr. Mayhew devised processing procedures to ensure that all personnel had 2 sets of dental records. He and his team processed over 60,000 troops. His program became Army-wide standard. Through his fitness reports, it is easy to see that Bill served with honor and integrity. He always put his troops first. He set an example of hard work, being current with the latest in his field, and being an outstanding manager, pairing those who worked for him with jobs that best served the troops, the clinic, and the worker. During his military career, he was true to his motto, "Do what is best for the troops," the Corps. We know that military families sacrifice a lot to support their soldier, but Bill's wife Rita says he always made his family a priority and sacrificed much to take care of them. Dr. Mayhew resides in Columbia, Maryland with his wife Rita, a board-certified music therapist. He has 3 children, Patrick Jonathan, who died at birth, Dr. Michael Mayhew and his wife, Dr. Diana Fusco Mayhew, who resides in California, and Catherine Mayhew from Boston.
Let's welcome Bill to the stage to accept his award.
I don't have anything in my hands, so it's not going to take very much time. I'd like to thank the foundation for this honor, and believe me, it is an honor. My dad, when I was growing up, one of the things he always used to tell me is, as you engage people, no matter who they are, what their position is, what their background is, what their education is, if you take the time to engage them and allow them to tell you something, they will teach you something. And that's the thing that has guided me most of my life. Lisa asked what impact that the teachers in the public school system and Adrian Public Schools had on me. My family moved here when I was in the 2nd grade. And by the time I was in the 6th grade, and this was at Lincoln Elementary School, the first thing I had learned was that my name was no longer Bill or Kirk as I was known in my family. My name became, oh, you're Wendy and Lynn's little brother. And I became Wendy and Lynn's little brother all the way through till I graduated, all right? My sisters set standards that, frankly, I never, ever met, all right? They were outstanding people. Lynn was the valedictorian of her class in 1961. I don't know if people here know it, but she was killed in an airplane explosion in 1967. That is some of what I gleaned while I was in school. I had teachers like Mrs. Haviland in the 5th grade that her family was involved with the Underground Railroad. Miss Armstrong, a 10th grade English teacher, and Mr. Burney, a 12th grade physics teacher that never cut me a break because they always expected more because they didn't think I was reaching my potential. Rusty Graves was a 7th grade math teacher that started advanced mathematics at the junior high school, all right, because we didn't have any advanced mathematics, but it was his foresight to do so. That really helped out a lot. The other thing was I learned a lot, and I was guided a lot by not only the teachers and my experiences in the schools, but also my classmates. I had some outstanding coaches, Chappie Marvin and Gary Pendent, which I understand is still in the community. But even the people of the community themselves, okay, were a real source of mentorship, if you will, all right, for my growth in the direction I chose to go. With that said, there's 2 other educators that I would like to say had a big impact on my life. One's to my wife, Rita, which they've already said was a board-certified music therapist. She still teaches at the local college. The other thing about Rita that wasn't a musician was that she's certified in special ed, and that's probably why she's been able to stay with me for 38 years. The other educator in my life, or teacher in my life, is my sister, Wendy Steitel. She was a class of 59. And to me, she epitomizes what teaching is all about. And I'd like to just give you one little story that I've always kept with me. She had retired full-time. She taught in the western South Haven area. She had retired full-time and was student teaching in a school district over there. And they announced on the PA system that it was her birthday. Everybody wished Mrs. Steitel a happy birthday. So one little boy, not knowing the true etiquette of asking a woman her age, came up to her and said, "Geez, Mrs. Steitel, how old are you?" Being the educator that she is, she came up with a complex mathematics problem that if he solved it, he could find out how old she was. But it wasn't going to be easy. All right. These are the people that have impacted my life. All right. Adrian has always been home to me. All right. When you're in the military, you travel a lot. You go to a lot of different places. You see a lot of different things. Countries do things totally different from the way we do them. Some better, some worse. Okay. But you always cherish what you had when you were growing up. My fondest memories are here. And I would like to thank personally Peter Hodat from driving up from Sydney, Ohio. I wasn't able to attend our 50th high school reunion, and I haven't seen Pete since, I don't know when, but it's a real joy to see some of the people here. Thank you again to the foundation for the award, and I appreciate you listening to me without the papers that I would clutter my mind.
Congratulations, Bill. Well deserved.